Welcome to the meme stream. That's what we should have called this show. We're idiots. Why didn't we call it the meme stream? Morons. You're muted, Brian. I don't know
Still
why
muted.
you're muted.
Talking more doesn't unmute you.
Don't get mad at me. Why am I muted? I don't know. You're the one that's muted.
No, that was weird. The video was playing. It cut out. It cut in. The music was still playing while this was up. I don't know what was going on there.
I don't know either.
It was coming through all crazy.
Make any sense?
It was a crazy.
Must be
for me.
a little bit living in the past by like 5 seconds, maybe.
Man, I wish I could live in the past. Look at the way things are today. You're telling me anything's better? It's all worse. It's all terrible.
You know, I
Everything's
knew things in college were only going to get worse for me. I'm like, this is a peak of my life, and I was right. 100% right. But I had the
What would you have done
foresight to know.
differently? What would you have done?
There was nothing you could do differently. It was like, I know my time is ending. Like the sands of fun are running out on my life. And I saw it, and I'm just like, I'm going to have fun today because I don't have much time left.
Not really the sands of fun. It's the sands of having no responsibility whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny when people fail out of college. I mean, we know people that failed out of college, and you just go, how did you manage to do that? It was the easiest thing in the world.
I talked to people as they were failing out of college. I'm like, look, you dumbass, I'm having a lot of fun for 4 years. You're going to have like 5% more fun for me for 1 year. Like, dial it back just a little bit. Go to a class. Go take a test. And listen, they were there.
It's amazing.
Whatever.
It truly is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Burps.
So I wanted to
know
kick
what I
things
did?
off.
Hold on. I just wanted to say something real quick. I had a cookie right before this. It was a delicious Oreo pumpkin spice cookie. But
Disgusting.
you ever have one of those? Oh, no, it's wonderful. You should try it. Wonderful. So I'm like, let me get a little sugar in me to pep me up. But I ate it. And you ever eat something that tastes wonderful, and then immediately afterwards, you're just like, I don't know what was in that cookie, but it has coated my tongue in some sort of aftertaste dog shit. Like, it just immediately after it's gone makes your tongue taste like somebody took a fucking fat dookie on it, or a very fat woman slid down the front of your face when your tongue was exposed. Like, it's awful.
Because you
Never
would know
had
what that
that
tastes
happen
like.
to me.
You've never eaten something where just immediately you're just like, oh, well,
I
like
thought you were
out of
saying
nowhere.
you're
You're like,
eating
what?
a really fat woman that slid down my face, and the answer was no to that.
I don't know if I believe that.
Trying to think. I don't think there's anyone real fat. Unless you know someone.
I mean, well, I guess really the odds of any woman sliding down your face, slim and none. But
Yeah. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? We have memes to talk about. This is a family
Talking
show.
about Donald Trump going back to the scene of his first assassination, triumphantly returning. He's going to have a nice bulletproof screen in front of him. Apparently, Elon Musk will be there.
wow,
Who's handling security for this event?
Nobody.
Elon Musk.
No
Elon Musk
security.
himself.
They're like, yeah, there's
I
no
hope
security.
Elon
They're
Musk-
all doing FEMA stuff.
Elon Musk
Without
is
money.
going to literally show up in a functioning Iron Man outfit, and he alone will handle security. He will be the new Tony Stark. He is the Avengers. What would be the billionaire Avengers if Elon Musk was leading them? Elon Musk is Iron Man. Do we have like an Ant-Man? Do we have a Paul Rudd to throw in?
I don't even know the characters. I don't really watch those movies.
All right. Well, then moving on. Could have been an
I'm not a
interesting
Well,
segment.
you know that I don't
Nerd.
watch him, so.
I know. Talking to two culturally inept imbeciles. All right. Well, on to the memes, I suppose.
Wing and a miss on that one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, obviously, the news is dominated right now by actually, maybe it's not. I mean, I said the news is dominated by what happened in North Carolina and Tennessee and the disaster there, but Twitter is dominated by that. Is the mainstream news even talking about that?
No, they can't. How could you possibly cover Kamala Harris saying we're giving everyone $750? Like you cannot cover that statement because you look terrible.
Yeah.
how much money they're spending? What did Elon tweet or someone tweeted? There's
Well,
152 hotels in New York City completely full of migrants. I bet that costs more than $750 per
yep.
person.
And there's just in.
It's
Yeah, it was like
insane.
I know if it was Elon or somebody else. Yeah, tweeted out. It's like
Wow.
I bet they're not getting $5,000 a month in debit cards. I'm sure they're not paying. Yeah, paying for the hotels, paying for their food, paying for the relocation, flying them across country. Like you could have relocated everybody that got there displaced by this hurricane for vastly less than you're spending on all these immigrants. And then on top of that, to see this horse shit where they're like, well, FEMA doesn't have enough money to make it through the end of the year. Like, you just sent $8.5 billion over to, which one was it? Ukraine or Israel? I mean, like this year, how many billions have you sent?
Oh,
to these
well, yeah,
countries?
there's
Like,
that tweet about
you.
like 30 billion to, and then people will defend FEMA saying, well, they have a budget set by Congress. It's like, well, just Kamala Harris's fault. It's anyone in Congress who voted for those funds to go to Ukraine and Israel.
Yep.
Blame all of them. And
Yep.
all of them should be out of office. It's just such a slap in the face to any person that pays taxes. You're like, yeah, fuck you, but we have 30 billion for this country today. So
Yep.
there was a good meme. I didn't save it or anything because I don't do that. But it was
Yeah, I mean, why would you want to bookmark that for the Meme Wars show?
North Carolina asked Russia to
you.
bomb them so they could get money.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a meme I saw, and I didn't think it was worth saving, but it was one where it was like, hey, Congress, and it just put Ukraine over North Carolina's as a state, just rename the state Ukraine.
Yeah, so
If
you
Zelensky
can't
wants to make even more money, he should just become a hired lobbyist. Allow states to hire him out.
Yeah.
He can go to Washington for him, deliver the
basically-
goods.
Yeah, I love it. He's just a broker. I think that's a brilliant idea. How it would be hilarious if Zelensky sent back foreign aid just to North Carolina. He shows up like with a Publishers Clearinghouse giant check on the governor's doorstep. That would be fucking. Somebody make that meme. You people out there that make memes, go make it. I command it. I command you to do it.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the front page of CNN, and it's wow. There is no mention of North Carolina, Tennessee, nothing. That's wow.
What do they have? What do they have on the front page?
Let me share it. And you too could see it if you were watching along live as we share our screens.
Do they
on a new
do
show
they do
called
it?
Sheen's Screen Share Stream. Say that 3 times fast.
All right, the jobs report. That's not surprising.
These are such, every story is such bullshit. Jobs report, they've revised downward, 11 of the last 12 months?
Oh, yeah.
Almost every single time.
And yet I keep seeing tweets out of the Biden White House saying how great the economy is and how wonderful the jobs report is. Oh, do you see that? There was a great video, by the way, in New York. There's a candidate who, Paul Krugman, was on stage talking about the economy and how it's not that bad. And the guy was just screaming at him from the audience about how full of shit he was, how the economy is a joke, how inflation's crazy out the ass, how all the money's being spent. Really, really funny stuff.
The other headline.
Oh, wow. Jack Smith outlined Trump's strategy to overturn they're bringing up the 2020 election, by the way. Because remember, we still should give a fuck about Donald Trump and the 2020 election. Can never let that go.
These are all such bullshit news stories. Liz Cheney blasted Trump at a Harris event. He responded on Fox News. Why is CNN even talking about this?
Wave of GOP warnings. Who are the GOP? Do you have John Bolton, Liz Cheney, Jeff Flake? Just the fucking worst people that no Republican likes. Liz Cheney lost Wyoming by 60% or something insane.
Oh, yeah. She got destroyed.
We do have a little bit here. Helene aftermath. Factory workers in Tennessee were swept away.
But they're blaming they somehow found a way to blame the people who own industry.
Yeah. The families say they weren't allowed to leave work in time to flee. Oh, fuck off.
I'm sure the eye of the hurricane is barreling down, and they're like, nope, you got to stitch 5 more quilts before you leave. How can anyone prevent you from fucking leaving in an emergency? You're like, no, pal.
Exactly.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
My house is blown away.
It's such fucking bullshit. Well, One of the things I was going to say is I would love to see a news story on the genealogy of Tim Walz, because I truly believe, number one, he's got some sort of mental disability. And I don't say that just because he has a son that happens to have autism. I think he legitimately has something wrong with him. But I think his genealogy will show that he is the son of a lizard and a bulldog, because he has the giant, bloody, kind of bulging eyes of a lizard, and yet the jaw of an actual bulldog. And I think he is the epitome of gene splicing technology in action. And there's got to be a Frankenstein somewhere or other that's going to take credit for this man. We just need to get him on 23andMe.
There's a great meme. I don't know how to. It's on my phone. I don't know how to put it on my screen, so I'll just text it to you. It's about Tim Walz and Intel. It was Donald Trump. I don't know, what did he say? Truthed out or something on his Truth Social.
Okay, yeah. That's what they call it, truthing out.
I don't know. I just made that up.
Truth out.
He had a truth seizure.
Well, Minnesota has elected some real idiots. Tim Walz. Wasn't Jesse Ventura the governor of Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yes,
Isn't
he
he
was.
Kamala Harris supporter?
Yeah, he's an idiot. He's gotten progressive. That was the height of his competency when he was elected governor, and as soon as he got elected, he just went downhill from there. He's a moron.
Yeah. Odie, you're going to
bad.
share the same meme. I was just about to share that same meme. Just share the one you have queued up right now, because it's perfect timing to talk about it, because it's absolutely on point.
Oh, that's what I just sent you.
Oh, you did? Okay,
well,
yeah, good.
We're all thinking about the same thing. This was sent. This was truthed out, as Rico said, by Donald Trump. It's so hilarious, and it's got Obama on the top, doing his Obama thinking face. I need a VP that's dumber than me. And below him, it has Joe Biden doing his, fist under his chin, thinking, I need a VP that's dumber than me. You got Kamala Harris below that. I need a VP that's dumber than me. Then you got Tim Walz just looking like a complete lunatic right below Kamala.
I swear to God, I don't know anybody can look at Tim Walz's fucking face and have any confidence. Like, what is wrong with voters in Minnesota? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with anybody that can look at this man?
You think Kamala just interviewed him on the phone and then meets him in person? It was like, oh my gosh, no one told me it looked like this. What?
Oh, Tim, keep your eyes closed the entire campaign, please. Did you see there was a video of him at some event recently, some rally? He literally comes out on stage and he looks like, remember when Hillary Clinton came out and they dropped balloons and she was like, oh my God, balloons. It's like, that was him the entire time dancing around with this fucking tard face on. It's like, what? I said, there's something definitely wrong with him.
And he does that stupid thing where he'll point at people and be like,
yeah.
Like, oh, you just captured my heart. Like, nobody does that in real life, you idiot. Like, God.
Oh,
you
God.
Governor. Oh, my God.
You know what? Fuck. I got to find. Oh, damn it. I should have saved it. Just speaking of weird memes, there was this great shot, and I think my buddy Trevor sent me this. It was of Joe Biden at some event, and he was meeting with like black dudes. And he went up to one black dude who had a short sleeve like polo on, but he did that creepy Joe Biden thing where he shakes his hand and then he had his hand on his forearm and he caresses it all the way down. And you can see the black guy's like hi, and then he just looks down at Joe Biden caressing his arm like, what the fuck is happening? Just hilarious.
Did you see the interview yesterday or a couple of days ago? Someone asked him, like, what did you think about the storm? And he's like, what storm?
Yeah.
And
remember, he was getting mad because he was on the phone for 2 hours the other day. Like, some reporter asked him and he was being all bitchy about it. He's like, I was talking to my people. I was on the phone for 2 hours. It's like,
there's nobody on the line.
Way to put you. Sorry to put you out, Mr. President, but
there was another one recently. Maybe it's what Rico's talking about, where they asked him about the storm, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I talked to everyone down there. They're all really happy. They're just so happy with how everything's going."
Yeah, I'm sure.
They got $750.
So, did you say $750? I was expecting $7.50. This is incredible. Thank you, Joe.
Marvelous. It's a bang up job they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, why would they, it's like the Democrats have forgot how to lie and make things sound good. Like in the past, I think they just would have said, yeah, there's a stimulus on the way and blah, blah, blah. And they wouldn't have said like $750 because that just sounds stupid. Now they just say it. Like,
they know that it's going to be cleaned up for them. They don't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, if we say something good, they'll show it on every news station. If we're sound like idiots, they just will ignore it. And they'll say Tim Walz won the debate.
Yep. Man, my shit is going slow as balls. Can you see this? What I just shared?
Yeah, it's up. Finally. It's up.
All right. This is great. Yeah, Jason, our regular contributor here, sent me this one. Speaking of just the response, you heard also about people that are trying to help because FEMA's not doing shit as usual. And you know, people coming in, they're like, oh, we'll go help out. We'll volunteer our time. And they're like, no. You're not allowed to help. If you get involved, we will come. We will send you to jail for trying to be a good Samaritan. So they've got this meme. Of course, it's the typical, I don't even know what you call him, libertarian Chad with his combed hair and beard. We need to help the hurricane victims, he says. And then FEMA says, sorry, we're low on cash. And then it says, all right, fine, I'll help myself. It says, try it and you will be arrested. Getting all FEMA mad. So even Elon Musk was tweeting about it.
There's a rumor that a FEMA guy was beat up in North Carolina today because he was being all arrogant and telling people what to do, and they just beat the crap out of him. So,
I mean, I'm not going to advocate for that, but at some part, some part of my heart does beat a little.
I mean, you're dealing with people that literally lost everything, probably had at least extended family members die, people they know, friends die, and you got these government people coming in, pushing people around, telling them they can't do this, can't do that. Of course you're going to get people beat up. Like, what are you, an idiot?
Yeah. I think these are also people, I think the government, it's kind of like that spoiled kid that his parents were very peaceful parents. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they were peaceful parents. And he went through life never getting socked in the face. And he just turned into a real arrogant piece of shit. And then you run into a situation where, guess what? People aren't going to take your bullshit. That's like every person that works for the government.
Mm-hmm.
And this is literally the kid getting punched in the face, the arrogant kid getting punched in the face. This is FEMA motherfucker.
It's like the kid that grew up as a hall monitor. Like, oh, where's your bathroom pass? Where's your bathroom pass? Shut up, kid.
I forgot those people existed. Oh, that's a rough one to live down.
It is. All right, Odie, I see you got something queued up for us. I have like no memes now because Odie stole my first one and I only had that other one queued up.
I hope the sound's on here. It looks like it is.
Vice presidential debate last night. I was curious just how
So this is a guy, there was the exchange between Walz and no, the exchange was actually between JD Vance and the moderators, where they were talking about the app that the Haitians used in order to get
cunts.
Yeah.
I was amazed at that. Thank you, Senator. We're moving on. It's like you just said something that tried to contradict his point and then shift topics. Like no. Good for
JD Vance though. Just keep going until they cut off his mic, and then he kept going. You can still kind of hear it. So good for him. Yeah. This is a guy showing how easy it is to go to that app and fill it out and become a legal, what's it? Not citizen. What's the word I'm looking for? Legal protected status or whatever.
Like refugee,
to use. So I downloaded it. So once you create an account from the main page, you just have to choose if you're the smuggler or the smugglee. Then you just got to fill in basic info, first name, last name, all the basics. I don't know my gender yet. I'm still figuring that out. Now it's time to take a selfie, and passport or any identification is also optional. Then it asks you which state you're headed to. I said I didn't know the address. I didn't know the city. I just chose California, and then I added the first zip code that Google gave me for California. And that's it. I'm good to go. It does let you choose between like 8 different bridges to meet under. I chose the Eagle Pass bridge to meet under. I just have to wait until noon, so a couple more hours to actually make my appointment.
Now I know what you're saying. That's not you. That's Carlos Mencia. Correct.
I was just trying to show you how easy it was to register. I'm just a white dude from Michigan. This took me 5 minutes. Someone who really wants to get into this country, get temporary asylum with open-ended expiration dates, they'll just use their own picture. I said, I have no documentation. I have no ID, no passport, no license. There is no way to cross-check who I say I am with who I really am. All they go off of is after watching.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
This is a country, like, for real.
It's the
Some people are operating a country.
It can't be more obvious. And yet then you've got Chuck Schumer out there telling us, oh, the birth rates are down. This is why we have to get everybody in here, get all these immigrants in here to pop out babies, which of course the government will also pay
It's
for.
like the birth rates are down because everyone's poor as hell.
Yep. Everybody's scared to have kids because they can't
It's not
afford
because
them.
it's that, and they've been poisoning us literally for the past 2 decades.
Yeah, a lot of microplastics in your testicles. We know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. That's the technology I'm gonna figure out. Some sort of ball cleaning
Cotton
technology.
underwear? You're going to figure
tell,
out
Yeah,
cotton
just
underwear?
like something you can drink that really circulates through those balls. You know, those
The
plastics out.
the young college kids could be like, I don't need a condom, honey. I got microplastics in the balls.
That's what we should tell people. We should tell them that they can fuck like rabbits because they've got plastic in their balls, and then we'll see the birth rate skyrocket. We just have to tell them in states that don't allow
Get the
abortion.
word out. Condom stocks plummet.
Well, that's a good note to end on, I think. We got to get to the Jenner gamblers.
I know. One more. Speaking
One more.
of marrying and having kids, this was I forgot I had this saved for last week. This is so I guess you know who Lana Del Rey is.
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea. She was like a pop star. She used to be really hot. And here, I'll go in on this. She used to be real hot, and she married alligator tour guide Jeremy Dufresne. And you can see on the right, she's now plumped up a little bit, but she's still very rich. And she married like a good old hillbilly boy. And I was laughing at the post because, of course, every time these idiot Democrats talk, they talk about the stupid Project 2025 bullshit. And this guy tweeted out, Project 2025 will assign every pop star a sunburned hillbilly to teach her how to love.
That's good.
So that is how we'll go out on a positive note.
That's a Project 2025 we all can get behind. We're going to record Degenerate Gamblers now. If you have never heard of Degenerate Gamblers, it's a bonus show we have. We're also going to be recording next week talking about the Octopus Murders, the docuseries on Netflix on our Secrets, Lies, and Cover-Up show. So join the Lions of Liberty Pride by going to just look at somebody posted on the bottom. I saw a Rico lookalike at Skankfest, unless it was Rico. Could have been Rico.
Not me. It's not there.
No, sadly.
Yeah, go to Patreon, go to Locals, join the Pride. Love to have you there. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right, bye.